Hello everyone, this is Rex from 3dayrespawn.com and I'm here to show you how to use the new Dolly Cam feature in Call of Duty Black Ops Theater mode. So the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and load up my most recent game in theater mode. And I've got a moment here that I want to go ahead and capture with the Dolly Cam. And so what the Dolly Cam does is going to allow you to place cameras along a track at different points in time, and it's going to automatically move the camera along that track. And as you can see, I just got a double kill with the grenade here, so this is going to be a good moment to use for our Dolly Cam. So using the Y button, I went into free roam mode here, and you're going to notice there's a couple of new options here when you're in free roam mode. Using your RB and your LB buttons, you're going to be able to go in and place a camera. And we're going to go into edit mode here using RB, and then what we're going to do is place a camera using our right thumbstick. So if you click the right thumbstick, whatever view you're looking at, it's going to place the camera right there. So we'll place one right here for our starting shot, and you can actually see the camera sitting there. And if you go up to the camera and click the right thumbstick, you'll actually be able to edit the properties of that camera, but we'll get into that a little bit later. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move down to where we want our second camera position, and we also need to make sure we move forward in time just a little bit. So we're just going to move just a half a second or so here, and we're going to place one more camera using our right thumbstick. So here we've got our second camera, and so it's going to automatically connect those using a nice curve. And when we add a third camera here, let's put one right here, right on the release of the grenade there, and then move forward in time a little bit and move up to about the top of the arc here, and we'll place one more camera here. Move forward in time again, and get a nice moment here right when the grenade's going off. So we'll place a camera right about here. And then let's do a little swing around motion, so the camera's going to swing around behind. So we'll move forward just a little bit in time, because that's going to cause it to look a little bit slower. And we'll place one camera here. And then what I'm going to do is you'll see my character come around the corner here in just a second. So I'm going to move forward in time a little bit, and I'm going to place one last camera right over here so that we can get a good look at me right at the end there. So now we have our track, and you can see it's lined in gold, and it's using nice little curves. So the camera's going to curve all around, and it's going to look real professional, like you're using a Steadicam. So what we're going to do here, we're still in edit camera mode, and you'll notice in the upper left hand corner you're going to see a little preview of what the Dolly Cam is seeing. So as we move around in time, you're actually going to see it. In fact, you'll see the camera moving along our little gold track there. You can see it right there. And so that's a pretty good motion. We've got a pretty good track set up there, but what we need to do is we need to change time a little bit. So we're going to shift time around. But first, let's take a look at what we've got in the full screen here. Let's take a look at the track and just make sure we have the track laid out the way we want it. And that's pretty cool. So now let's go back into edit mode using RB again. We're going to go ahead and using our right thumbstick, we'll click on the camera here to edit the speed properties. Now, you're going to notice there's different options for controlling the speed of the camera motion. There's manual, which just allows you to use your trigger to control it. There's linear, which is going to kind of blend the speed from this camera into the speed from the next camera. And then there's fixed, which is a fixed speed from this camera to the next camera. So we're going to use linear on most of these here because that's going to give us the smoothest motion. So we're going to scroll to the next camera because I want to leave the first one at the regular speed. So use RB to go to the next camera and put it in linear, and we're going to bump it down to about 0.4. 1 would be normal play speed. So and using RB again, we'll move to our next camera, and releasing the grenade right here, it's kind of a cool moment, so let's bump it all the way back down to 0.1. It's nice and slow. We'll get a cool little motion there on that release. And then at the top of the arc here, we're going to speed things up a little bit. We don't want it to take forever for that grenade to get over the top of that hump there, so we'll speed it up just a little bit here and slow things down again when we get to the other side. Now I'm backing out by hitting B after every one of these options because that's what's going to save it hitting the done button saves it. If you just scroll through without saving it, it's not going to work for you. So let's go ahead and slow down that last one. And let's make this last one slow it all the way down so we can get a good look at my face with my nice face paint there. Alright, and so we've adjusted the speed on all of our cameras here, so now what we'll be able to do is go ahead and preview it. And again, you can see it in the upper left hand corner there. But we're gonna actually go into Dolly Cam mode here, and we're gonna play it so we can see it full screen. So just hit, whoops, went too far. Just hit the A button to play it, and it'll play at the speeds that you specified. Oh, and we got a little bit of a problem with the camera there. You can see it went behind the flag. But a really cool little motion there. And the grand finale. Maybe a little bit too slow, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and leave it because we can cut off the end there whenever we want. But one thing we want to do now is go back and fix that one camera that got stuck behind the flag there. Our little track got a little bit off, so what we can do is, again, right thumbstick, click on that to edit it, and click on reposition camera, and then you're just going to select your new position. So we're just going to move forward a little bit and get a little better angle on this, and then go ahead and place it there using your right thumbstick again, and then you'll have the option to change your other options as well, but we'll leave those because I think that looks good. So here we go, back to the Dolly camera view, and we'll play it, and we'll see now if this works out a little better. There we go. And that looks pretty good. Again, it's a little bit long at the end, but you can make tweaks all you want, and you can place up to 50 cameras. Yes, I said 50. So you can have this flying all over the place. Again, we've got a pretty short one here, but let's go ahead and use this. Now what I'm going to do is record using the X button. Click on my left thumbstick to get rid of the controls. But I'm going to go ahead and just record. I'm going to hit the X button, and here we go. Here goes our motion. Up and over. And then when we're ready, we'll hit the X button again to stop it, and then we'll be able to upload this clip to our file share. And there we have it. So we're going to save it. We'll go ahead and name this clip. Let's name it Rex. Pretty fitting name. Let's name it Rex 1. Alright, there we go, and we're going to upload it to the file share. Find one that I don't want anymore here. Alright, and we're going to shut it down. So now we're going to go back in, and we're going to open the theater mode. In the theater mode, we're going to open the file that we just selected, and we'll be able to watch it in all of its final glory. Again, the left thumbstick will get rid of the controls there if you don't want to see those. And there you have it. So we've completed a Dolly Cam clip in Call of Duty Black Ops Theater mode. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Stay tuned and stop by 3dayrespawn.com and subscribe to our channel for more. See you later.